It goes past just seeing how many visitors things get. For me, way back, I started in the industry by building my own lead generation business. So my purpose of every website I created was to drive leads. And in order to do that, I needed to connect with the audience and understand the pain points and solve them with the content. For
Mm-hmm.
me, it's kind of, I think the industry's just, I don't know, in some cases, they're just getting round to that idea rather than keywords, rankings,
Yeah.
traffic.
Oh yeah, I think in the same way as AI, like all of those things are metrics for like good value. Because the other thing is that when, particularly if you're working with a business, I've had it before where we had loads of traffic and things, but it wasn't actually materializing in leads. And you can't pay the bills with clicks. You have to be able to connect the business metrics to the website metrics. There needs to be a very clear flow. Like if it's a lead, if it's a sign up, if it's a purchase, whatever it is, you need to be able to make sure that the SEO outcomes are reflective of your business outcomes. And I think that the research aspect of SEO is, I think, super valuable. I think sometimes people think that SEO sits in a silo and it's just the stuff that goes on the website. But as you said, SEOs have an incredible insight into audiences. We are looking at what people are thinking, essentially, because that's what people are searching. You have a thought in your head, and then you search it up. You say, oh, I wonder how much a panda does weigh, and then you Google like how much does a panda weigh, and then you find that out. And so we know how many people are wondering about the weight of pandas. Like we know that from like search volumes, for instance. We can get a guide on that. And we can see trends with Google Trends. We can see which topics people are interested in, and whether or not that's something trends up or whether or not there's some seasonality to it and things like that. And we can give people insights into customers that you can't get in a lot of other ways. And I think that is incredibly valuable, and that is something that I think SEO should think about when they're speaking to wider teams as well. So when you're talking to PR teams, when you're talking to sales teams, when you're talking to wider marketing teams, the audience insights that you're able to share and able to glean are really important. And I think in terms of clicks and in terms of traffic and in terms of keywords and all of those sorts of things and ranking isn't an end all be all of itself. Ranking is Google ranks you essentially like relative to the value that you have for customers. So what they're trying to do is deliver valuable content to their customers. And so you rank because your pages are valuable. If your pages are not valuable for whatever reason, then they're not going to rank as well. So for instance, the keywords are so that people can find it, right? It's useful, for instance, when you're thinking about, I remember writing an article or writing an essay or something at school, and I used the wrong terminology for something. And my teacher was like, no, it's called this. And I was like, why I can call it whatever I want. I don't know what you mean when you say like, why can't I, it's my essay. I can call it what I want. But actually, if you don't have the same term, then you can't, people can't find it. Like you can't reference what other people have said about that particular thing, for instance. So like sneakers or trainers, or like I'm American and living in England, and like a boot is different. Cilantro and coriander are two different things. If you went to America and you went to a supermarket and you said, do you have any coriander, you wouldn't be able to find it because people wouldn't know what you were talking about. So it's important that keywords are something that they're essentially breadcrumbs. They're essentially like a tool for users to find what you need. Or what they need, and it's a tool for users to understand that the content is valuable for you. I can't remember how many times I've searched for something, and then got and the header or whatever said the word I was looking for, or said the thing I was looking for, and then I got to the page and I couldn't find it on the page. And that I find incredibly frustrating, right? Nobody wants that. You want the thing that you came looking for.